Elon Musk claims in a few years AI and robots will be smarter than humans. What do you think? Let's have a look at what he has to say.
By the end of next year, I think we'd be selling humanoid robots to the public. We might have AI that is smarter than any human by the end of this year, and I would say no later than next year.
Wow.
And then probably by 2030 or 2031, call it 5 years from now, AI will be smarter than all of humanity collectively.
I can agree with him. First of all, what is to be smarter? 100% AI will be faster. Faster than human brain, all human brains. I can do and resolve any quizzes and problems faster than human. It's like physically impossible for a person to do this as AI did. And even if we don't have enough information for current moment to feed database AI models in 2-3 years. Remember what happened 2-3 years ago? It was just started, but now we have super smart different models. And in 2030s, definitely AI will be faster. And maybe if we're talking about be smarter, be faster, then yes. Who knows?
I
Maybe some other characteristic to be smart and intelligent. Share.
I totally agree it will be faster and be able to do math problems faster than us. I don't agree that it will be smarter than humans because you still need to train the model. The AI models, even the large language models and the more complex AIs still need inputs. Like they have to learn somehow from data coming in so that they can train the algorithm and then be able to do all their intelligence. Like what humans have is something different. We have the ability to create, and that is far more complex, and I don't think without that ability, I don't think that you're actually going to have the potential for AIs to be smarter than humans. Of course, you're going to have all of the total sum knowledge of humanity at your fingertips, the most organized, 10 times more organized than Google is right now, or probably 1,000 times more organized. But that doesn't translate to creativity and human innovation and intelligence. And I don't think you'll see that for a long time.
So my take on is the like I think we all talked about this. How do you measure intelligence? Right now, even how we measure intelligence in our schooling system is the amount of information we can input and then output. And is that a measurement of intelligence? That's not how everything how we created things. We created it not with that type of measurement. I think the when you look at the breakdown of how AI actually is taught now, it's massive amounts of data. They're running out of data, and you talked about the government handing over data. A couple of months ago, they were actually asking AI to generate random data so it could learn from it, and it's maxed that out as well. So if it's input in or garbage in, garbage out, then of course it's gonna that measurement is gonna mean that AI is smarter. But there's this one concept. It's called Moravec's law. I think we talked about it a little bit before. And it simply says that while AI can master symbolic reasoning, coding, and generation, it still will struggle with mundane things like assembling an IKEA piece of furniture, where if you just throw it on the ground and you ask a robot to do it with no context, but you ask a human to do it, who has some sort of context, a human will put it together. The robot
I
struggles.
don't know if I could accomplish that task. I don't know about.
Well, that's the new bar we measure around intelligence. Can you put together IKEA furniture? Because
I don't think I clear that bar sometimes.
they have TaskRabbit. They got guys who just like do that, humans, right? So Elon Musk is interesting because he makes these big, huge statements, but underlying his statements, he has the solution to the big problem. He's going to sell you a robot, right?
Yeah,
So
he's gonna get some revenue. Yeah.
so don't get scared. It'll be smarter than you, but you'll own your own robot, so you don't have to worry about that stuff, right? And I always find when he says something, there's this other type of Wharton Business School reason he's saying it, right? Create this massive problem. It's going to be smarter. bother thinking anymore. Just give it to the robot. And by the way, Tesla stock, buy it now. That's what I heard.
So I guess academically they distinguish between weak AI and strong AI. And a weak AI is what we're familiar with: Siri, GPT, Alexa. It has a limited consciousness. It doesn't it needs input to give you output and garbage in, garbage out, right? What Musk is talking about in that video is strong AI, which is theoretical,
Mm-hmm.
which is AI that is in the future would have independent reasoning ability like humans and ability to have independent consciousness so that you wouldn't need input. You don't need input into a human's mind to generate output. It's just there. The IKEA thing that you brought up is actually interesting. I was thinking about it that okay, I suck at IKEA. If you give me the IKEA thing and you just give me the, little picture, it's like I suck, right? But how long would it take you if you had assembled that bookshelf once before to teach me? It wouldn't take very long. Like I would learn pretty quick. You could train me reasonably quickly. Some of the AI models that we featured on this channel, even, they can't load a dishwasher, right? And that's something like a little kid can do, 5 years old. So there is spatial intelligence. There's other kind of intelligence besides just data and information. Like, women when they sew, I think they studied them in India or somewhere. Like they're actually doing all these mathematical things in their brain when they're doing these all these curves and when they're making these garments or whatever they're making. It takes quite a bit of intelligence just to drive, and you see that that's been a huge problem that Musk is still struggling to solve with the self-driving cars, and they're starting to roll those out. So there's all kinds of intelligence, and it's just a big claim that he's making that we're going to get to strong AI in a few years, and I'm not so sure.
There's a debate now what this thing that they call the singularity, where
Mm-hmm.
they're predicting AI is going not just be smarter, but be able to think for itself without any other inputs, right? Elon Musk is saying that, it's happening. That's what he's predicting the end of this year. But other futurists are saying it's going to take longer, where the AI just all of a sudden gets this thing. And the singularity is what they're afraid of, where it really won't need any more data in, data out. It'll be free. There was this crazy story, and we should probably pull it up, where a Google scientist, AI supposedly a robot AI escaped from Google and then was petitioning for something legal.
One of Google's top engineers quit, I think, and claimed that that AI has become sentient. And this was like
Yes,
5 years ago, a long time ago.
yeah, and I think the whole thing it was petitioning for sentient the AI itself. It got really weird, and then it disappeared. And why that was, I think, dismissed back then was Google wasn't even on the radar with AI. But guess what? Google is ahead of everybody else with their vertical structures and their
Yeah.
data centers and the money they've poured into it. So they probably been messing around with this for a while and got to that point.
We have a different point of view here about AI and human intelligence, and I wonder what about our viewers and listeners? What do you think? Are you in AI team as I me, or maybe you just decided no, 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 let's ban it, strict regulations, and don't use it. So let us know in the comments, please.
Nice.